Hey everyone, I'm Heather and welcome back to my channel. So we are back today with I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. In the last one, we got to leave the kind of area that we're in and go exploring some. It was kind of fun. We got to do like a lot of card battles, stuff like that. But we are back now. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So, we do need some things. I feel like we have a decent amount of, I guess, not stress. Let's talk to everyone. Okay, we've already talked to them. I think everything's going to be something that we've already seen. This one might not be. Tangent sniffs the air. It stinks out here. Not just one stink either. Every day it's a new stink. Today it smells like... She wrinkles her nose. Like that time the waste reclamation unit broke down. Yuck. You haven't noticed the smell. She sure is sensitive. Or maybe she just likes the stale air inside the ship better. Okay. Let's see if anyone has some talking points. Oh, hi, Heather. Marzipan looks bored. My dad made me come out here to get some fresh air. Don't know what's so fresh about it. It's always so full of acid, snow, or pollen, or water, and I don't know which is worse. Okay. Cal's mom, Tira, is sitting with Cal against the makeshift fence that surrounds the gardens. Cal looks absolutely shattered, and Tira rubs his back comfortingly. He sees you and musters up a brave smile that doesn't reach his eyes. Hey, Heather, it's good to see you. What did I find that's giftable? Give him one of those. Probably not. Okay, I think we've already done that. What about you? Dis is hanging out near the south gates, his hands in his pockets, idly staring at the ground and digging the toes of his boots into the dirt. He nods at you, but doesn't say anything. Okay. So we need to try to do something. It looks like we have a good amount of bravery, not a lot of toughness, and perhaps we need that. So I think sports ball does toughness. Gives us more bravery than toughness, though. What about this? Life sciences is biology reasoning. Humanities is creativity persuasion. I really do think I am trying to get reasoning up. I would like more toughness, though, I think. And this is the only way it looks like to get it. Let's play sports ball. Anemone meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. My brother Com is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Kombucha offers you a high five in greeting, then tosses a sports ball your way. Let's start with a practice game to see what you're good at. You and Anemone are team captains. Pick your teams. Com will fill in to even up the teams, but he promises to go easy on the other side. Let's choose Cal. Mind if I play goalie, he asks. Sports ball is fun, but I don't really like to score against the other team. Anemone chooses kombucha, of course. They bump fists. Your next choice is, guess, Mars. I'll play Spiker. Mars runs to take the position. Seems like she's in it for the glory. Hopefully she'll want to share some of that with the rest of the team. You face off, the three of you. Toughness challenge. You face off 3-on-3. Toughness challenge. Okay. So 27. Okay. Could I do 5? Oh, I don't think so. Okay, let's see what we can do, because it might be better to do 1, 2... Maybe that. Let's try again. Can I cancel these? Because I could try to do, can I move that one out and move this one in? Okay, so that's the better option. Maybe if I move this one here. Okay, it doesn't change it, but that gives me the most points. All right. Okay, so let's do 0, 0. Huh. One, 2. That's only 8 points. Let's get rid of this one. Then move this one here. See if that gives me... I could do that plus 1 to... No, that just gives me... Okay. How about that? Doesn't change it. But we'll go with that. That seems to be the most we've had. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. Alright. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. The score is tied, with Anemone and Calm putting the pressure on. Then, blam! You score the match point with a rad spike all the way to the net line. Is that a new card for me? Okay, so we did get to bravery. The toughness just isn't going up like I want it to. Okay, next month. I guess I can work with my mother. That might help. I'm bored. This is boring, Mars complained, stamping her foot. All the adults want to do is work, and they're not paying attention to me. Okay, we've already seen that one. Have you gone outside the colony yet? Tange asks you. I hear all sorts of terrible things. Regardless, we're not allowed to stray from the gates unless we're on an expedition. Tange rolls her eyes. Not that it stops my brother. Anemone is lying in the dirt, sweating and gasping for breath. It's so hot, she complains. How am I supposed to run in these conditions? Cal is scratching a stick listlessly in the dirt, seemingly uninterested in your presence until you get right in his face. Oh, hey, Heather, he says, mustering up a hollow smile. Sorry, I don't really feel like playing today. Okay. Okay, so I could do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I want more stamina or whatever it is. Less stress, I guess. Oh, we've already done that. That's our dad. Hey, Sprout, your dad greets you. How are classes going? I know it's hard to sit in a classroom while there's so much to explore, but everything is going to get easier for you if you take the time now to learn about lots of things. He laughs. Who knows, maybe you'll be running this place one day. Animals. Let's talk to your mother. I thought I could work with her. Okay. We've already looked at this. I was hoping I could do some work with her. Oh, no, I guess I have to do it in this building. What does this do for me? Toughness. Okay, that's what it is. The greenhouses... Oh, it gives me 15 stress, but I think we'll do this. The greenhouses have different biomes inside, growing plants from Earth that might belong to a desert, jungle, or temperate forest. Some are so delicate you have to spray off any germs in an airlock before you can enter. In the seasonal garden's dry soil, tiny purple weeds sprout up from the cracks and wind their way around each other, suffocating one another in their attempt to gain higher ground. Okay, let's do this, because it'll give us toughness, friendship, and kudos. It's your first day in the glorious world of agricultural soil conveyance. Oh boy. Good morning, Heather. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my daughter. She walks you around the geoponics wing and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another. Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any questions before you start to move that dirt? Don't we have machines for this? The construction crew's already claimed all the hover lifts, she says, shrugging, but they'll break down in a few years anyway, and we don't have the materials to fix them. She grips your forearm. We're planet-side now. Use your muscles. Nature's hydraulic pistons. Where do I move it again? From over there, she points to a pile of dirt, to there. She points to an identical pile 10 meters away. She sees your confusion. We had some very precious soil from Earth on the ship, full of all the nutrients and bugs and bacteria our plants need to grow. But it was lost, she sighs, in an accident. Now we have to make more from scratch using vertumnant soil. This is part of the process. Why not use hydroponics? On the ship, we grew most of our plants with their roots in the water, and it's true it was more hygienic that way, your mom replies. She brushes an insect off her arm, which lets out a squeak of objection. But hydroponic systems use too much energy. Here, we have to grow as much as we can the old-fashioned way. Let's get to work. That's my girl, your mom says, slapping you on the back. You stumble a little. Your arms start to ache after the first half hour of work, but you keep going. By the end of the month, you feel utterly drained and exhausted, and good somehow. You can feel your muscles growing already. Get to work. Okay. So. Let's do the 0, the 0, the 0, 3, and I guess 3. Okay. Oh, I got +1 toughness. 6 kudos +1, 1 friendship with Cal, 15 stress, so we are definitely going to have to rest. Early wet. Okay, let's talk to our dad. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly, your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over in the lounge would help recharge those solar cells. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug. Aw. Your dad throws his arms wide. Well, get in here, Tiger Butter. Tiger Butter. After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. Okay. Dis is sitting in the grass near the big gates that lead out to the jungle. He's staring out at nothingness and picking absent-mindedly at the weeds. He pretends not to notice you approach. Are you okay? Dis glances up at you. He sees your look of honest concern, which seems to make him angry. He frowns in disgust. That's a stupid question, he mutters. Why do people keep asking me that? Duh, because you're always so mopey. He sniffs and turns away from you, looking mopier than ever. He doesn't deny your accusation. Sit down with him. He shifts uncomfortably as you sit, but doesn't say anything. You both just hang out saying and doing nothing. You stare out the big gates. The grass in the colony is trimmed short by the garden bots, but out there it's wild and as high as your waist. Head surveyor Toughness is prepping his equipment for an outing. He's bringing a lot. Maybe he's going to stay out overnight. You're starting to wonder if Dis will ever acknowledge you when he says, I gotta go. As he starts down the hill, he pauses and says, this is a good spot. I'll probably come back here tomorrow. Okay, let's check Cal. We've already done that. I could give them things, but I don't have a lot of things to give at the moment. Ooh, that is not what I was trying to do, because we're going to rest today. Anemone is running around the sports ball court, touching her hand to the ground at each corner. 18, she counts. 19. When she reaches 20, she collapses into the grass and checks her hollow palm. I'm training, she explains. My big brother Calm says I have to get my legs climatized to the planet if I'm going to be team captain like him. Okay. Let's talk to Tange. Tangent is watching a construction crew build scaffolding for the new engineering pavilion. They're using mushwood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a 10-meter long pole and stack it in place. She points towards them. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was all just dirty jungle. Now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing and biology class. The books say it's what sets us apart from the animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes, and if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. Also, we can sweat. Tange nods vigorously. Yes, also that. I read that not many animals sweat except humans, and it makes us naturally good in hot places. It's like we're made to be explorers. Together you watch as the foreman puts the blueprints for the scaffolding onto the floating screen of her hollow palm and raises it to the scaffolding to check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, Tange says primly. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. She puts one finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology, she says. All of us are, really, with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step in humanity's evolvement from great ape to galactic superspecies. Okay. That's a little concerning. Is Mars up here? Kudos. Ugh, I have all these kudos and nowhere to spend them yet, Mars says, sighing. Seek says the depot store won't be open till next year. How am I supposed to show off how much better and harder I'm working than everyone else? Okay. Let's rest. We have to, really. You listen to the sound of rain bouncing off the roof of the lounge, letting it lull you to sleep. It's so easy to nap this time of year. You spend most of the month just lying around, sleeping whenever you feel like it. Sometimes you go back to your quarters, but mostly you just let your eyes slip closed wherever you're sitting. Oh, I don't want to... Why do I have to forget a card? I don't want to forget. Close and keep cards. Okay, I don't want to forget cards. You're having a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through the walls, unfathomably large, every part of it wriggling and moving and searching for something. It tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something, tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. You wake up shouting, "No!" but your voice is drowned out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water? It's pouring down from the clouds. You guess this must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. There's a bright flash from outside, then another crack and rumble. Thunder! It must be a thunderstorm. It's still the early hours of the morning. You've already almost forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then by great peals of thunder like the footsteps of an angry beast. I want to go out in the rain. It's surprisingly warm outside and the water feels nice hitting your head. Everything smells fresh and damp and wonderful, and the dusty, packed ground has turned into squelchy mud between your toes. You don't go too far from the doors to your quarter, but it's exciting being outside in the dark, watching dramatic streaks of lightning arc down to the hills behind the colony. Okay. So I have tons and tons of stuff, so I think I want to sneak out. Is there anyone specifically that's got a thought bubble for me? No. So I want to go out and do some more adventuring. Yes. Bravery, perception, friendship. Okay. And I can get collectibles, which is actually kind of what I'm after here. So we went this way before. I'm going to grab things. There's an exclamation point. Oh, Dis. You spot Dis sitting in a clearing, but not before he sees you first. Instead of sneaking away as usual, he stays still as you approach, like it's totally natural that he'd be sitting in the middle of the jungle so far away from the colony walls. Now that you think about it, you're a little glad to see him. You are so far away that you can't see the walls anymore, and it's really weird out here, and it's getting late. Dis stares unblinkingly at you as you approach. "Hi, Heather," is all he says. "Why are you out here?" "I just really like it out here," he explains haltingly. It's quiet. No one tries to talk to me." He gives you a sideways look. "Well, not as many people," he adds. "How about I show you something cool, and sneaking out will be our secret, okay?" He jumps up and walks a little way into the trees. You follow. Just a few minutes away, the ground drops off and a large stone outcropping juts out over a cliff face. Dis walks right up to the edge without slowing. It's a long way down. "Come on," he says. I guess let's try to be brave. Oh, 27 may not work for me. Let's see. So I only have 3 cards, so let's do the red. Because at least we can get... that. Now it's 4. I guess this and that. That's the best I can do, I think. And then... Zero, 2, 3. 3. Oh, okay. I guess we did win. I was surprised. I didn't think that would happen. Okay. You bravely step onto the rock and walk out to the edge with Dis. You both sit down, feet dangling over the precipice, and look out at the amazing view. It's incredible. You snap a picture with your hollow palm, but you won't share it on the net. This is your secret, yours and Dis's. Let's keep exploring. Good thing we have less stress. Ooh. There in the clearing, the most majestic creature you've ever seen. It's like a unicorn from your dad's storybooks, but with leathery reptile skin that shines when the light hits it. It moves so softly, like it doesn't even disturb the ground. It could be dangerous, but you want to see what it is. Okay, let's be as quiet as possible. Hopefully it doesn't... Oh, it does need 27. Okay. How about 0? 1, 2. Okay, we got 9. No. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we won already. Okay. I don't know what this one is, because it's got... Oh, it must be all colors. And it's got a gem on it. Okay. Oh, do I need to do one more round? Okay, I guess so. No, let's go back. Go back. I want to get rid of you. You. Then we do you. Super goal. Huh, okay, I won. I had a whole plan for that. As you settle in to watch it from behind a strand of mush trees, the Unisaur looks up towards you, startled by your movement. You try to hold perfectly still and quiet your breathing. After a tense moment, it goes back to its business. First, it sniffs out a good tree and rubs the scent glands in its neck against it thoroughly. Then it pees, like a crystal waterfall on a rock. Everything it does seems magical. You quietly take a picture with your hollow palm, but you know you can't share it or you'd get caught for sneaking out. Next, it sharpens its horn against a rock, which is scored with marks from having done it before. This must be its favorite sharpening rock. You notice the bulge in its stomach. It must have had a huge meal recently. Eventually, it curls up for a nap. You quietly sneak away. This was so wonderful, for Toughness is a magical place. Okay. Let's grab this. There are a couple more of these. I could head down that way. There's quite a few. Oh, does this send me home? Okay, let's keep exploring. I don't want to go home just yet. But I think I am going to end this episode here. In the next one, we will come back and finish exploring. But yeah, that is everything for this time, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!